Hello everyone, for today's video I have a character build for Super Saiyan Blue KAIOKEN Bardock. Now this is kind of a continuation from my previous character build, which was Super Saiyan Blue KAIOKEN King Vegeta. So if you guys have any moveset or character build suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll feature the best ones for future videos. And of course, if you are new to the channel and you do like these videos, then why not subscribe, as I pretty much upload every single day at the same time. So as you can see right here, I'm just going through the settings that I used while creating this character, and it's worth mentioning that it doesn't matter which hairstyle you pick, as you're going to be using the Super Saiyan Blue Goku wig, and the same thing applies for the colours that you pick for the default outfit, because we're going to be using Bardock's armour. So I decided to use two movesets for this character. Firstly, it was like just a generic Bardock key moveset, and the second one was more of a strike build. Keep in mind that this is a brand new character, so I haven't had any time to level him up, so I will be playing with the rotations on, which sets everyone to level 50. So because of that, I'm not going to bother showing my stats, because I think by the end of this I was like, what, level 3, maybe level 4 or 5. So that being said, let's go into the first battle. So as you can already see, my opponent has picked Beerus, and that was a bit surprising because you don't typically see a good Beerus player. But I do think he underestimated me there, because he's just standing still and I went for the Tyrant Lancer, and you know, I just caught him off guard because I just don't think he was expecting it. So I do go for KAIOKEN, and I really wish I didn't, because in a moment I'm just going to have my stamina broken, because I did vanish a few times and my KAIOKEN just ran out. So that does suck, but thankfully I do think he's playing a bit cocky, and that's going to really suck for him later on, because he's trying to play into, well, I think at least, he's trying to play into what the character of Beerus is, you know, like a cocky, not necessarily arrogant, but just like, you know, as if he's like better than others. In fact, he's just trying to stand still there. It's not going to really work out for him in the end. But I did vanish like, what, 3 times back then, so I have no stamina right now, so again, that sucks for me. And given that he has pretty much an advantage over me in every regard here in terms of health, stamina and ki, I am kind of in a bad place. So I don't think I should really go for KAIOKEN, and if I do in this fight, it should really be KAIOKEN times 20 to go for maybe the Saiyan Spirit or Braveheart, which are the two ultimates I'm running for this particular moveset. But I am starting to notice some of his patterns, like he's going to go for the back hit almost immediately after I vanished, and right there he went for the God Destruction's Anger. And I did try and go for the stamina break to start off with, but I must have misclicked or something, but I did have enough time to actually break his stamina with it. And I went for the right javelin, which if you don't know, the damage of right javelin increases depending on how little health you have. So I hit him with altogether 2 right javelins and Saiyan Spirit, and I don't think he liked that, because at least for that moment he was playing very aggressively, but he sends me flying back and he's just standing still. And there's no point for him to really do that, because I have more health than he does and he has max stamina, so if he was trying to get his stamina recovered, then there just wasn't any point doing it. But I get the perfect block off there and I go for the throw. And again, I do honestly believe that the only reason that guy lost was because he was just trying to be a bit cocky, which, as you just saw, I was able to take advantage of that and beat him. So a very fun and intense first fight. Let's move on to the next battle for this video. So in this fight I'm running the second moveset build that I put together, which for my ultimates, instead of having Saiyan Spirit and Brave Heat, very quickly, I think I said just, well, in the last fight, Brave Heart. Well, you know what I meant anyway. But instead of running those two, I now have just this combination and the times 4 KAIOKEN Kamehameha, because I think they fit with what Super Saiyan Blue KAIOKEN is. And let's be fair, they're 2 of the best ultimates in the game. And honestly, this is kind of like a gimmick moveset, because in my opinion at least, KAIOKEN isn't a very good transformation. Well, quote unquote transformation, it's more like a power up. I mean, yes, it's good if you're going to run KAIOKEN with something like Neo Tri-Beam or maybe Final Explosion, but again, not very efficient for 1v1 PvP in my opinion. But he does go for the first stage of pure progress, and because I haven't really practiced perfect blocking that particular transformation, he did break my guard. Like, I think I was close to perfect blocking it, but close isn't good enough. Like, I was just way off. So here I go for KAIOKEN again, but once again, it is very debatable if I should have used it there, because I have just over 3 bars of stamina, but now I have just under. So if I need to use my evasive for whatever reason, maybe if he goes 3 times to get Molotov, I'm quite frankly screwed right now, so I do need to be very careful. And like, I can't even vanish now if I need to, so because of that I do send him back with the light combo, and I do use Rise Action. I may have had enough time to go for a second one, I'm not too sure, because that would have gave me maximum stamina again. So I do get the perfect block off, and I send him flying down here with the triangle stand break, and I go for the ×4 KAIOKEN Kamehameha, and I believe, looking at that right there, I think that ×4 KAIOKEN Kamehameha did just enough damage to finish him off. I think if he had maybe even 1% more health, then he would have survived that, but thankfully that was enough to finish him off. I also decided to pick the time chamber map for almost all of these fights because, again, this is a new character, and as of me recording this, it's the 6th of February, so I'm not sure if we'll get the next update before this video goes live, which I'll probably upload this on Friday. It's weird talking in the future like that. So yeah, I have to pick the time chamber map because it is a decently open map, I suppose, and because of this new character, none of the other maps have unlocked me yet. I'm not going to do the entire story mode over again, so forget that. But my opponent this time is picked his avatar, and I believe he's running Final Flash and the ×4 KAIOKEN Kamehameha, and I'm running my first moveset build, which is the Saiyan Spirit and Brave Heat build. And with that being said, I do go for the Brave Heat. It hits him, but he's able to flip out of it, or like, you know, just move out of it. But I do believe he just ran into it towards the end as he was finishing off, so he did take some damage, but not that much, so I did kind of just waste 3 bars of ki. And here, I don't want to vanish, because if I do, then I'll have no stamina. Pretty much no stamina anyway. So yeah, I do need to really be careful with my stamina throughout this entire fight, and all the fights in this video, because again, I only have 6 bars of stamina, so it's, you know, it can really turn on me really fast here. I go for Riot Javelin in a moment, and I'm not exactly sure why looking back. Maybe to try and, you know, surprise him, because even if I did hit him, it wouldn't have taken too much health off of him, and realistically you're only going to want to use Riot Javelin when you have very low health, and probably only once per fight, because if you hit your opponent with it once, they're going to be very on edge and very focused and concerned about not being hit with it twice. So that is something you should probably consider, because yes, Riot Javelin is very strong, but at least for me, it's like a one-time thing. So he went for the stamina break there, I blocked it, and I immediately tried to get him in the stamina break, but he was able to hit me and cancel it out, so fair play. And after this clash, he goes for Super Saiyan 3, and I go for Saiyan Spirit, and I do wish I didn't use that, because I think I would have been able to break his guard with either the triangle, well, the heavy smash, or using the homing dash as he turns Super Saiyan 3, and I probably would have been able to finish him off then by the time his stamina would have recovered, but oh well. So we go into another clash, and as we exit here, I go for Brave Heat again. Well, I go for Brave Heat this time rather than Saiyan Spirit. Completely fails, and now he goes for the ×4 KAIOKEN Kamehameha. He powered it up, so now I dash into him because he's still trying to recover, and I go for his Saiyan Spirit again. It hits him, so he does take a bit of damage, but he does use his evasive, so now I'm thinking, okay, I have slightly more stamina than he does. He did hit me there with the Warp Gather Gun. I'm thinking, okay, this is very intense now. I go for the Rebellion Spear because I don't think I've used it in this fight, and I knew he wouldn't have been expecting it. So now I'm thinking, okay, there's like, what, 30 seconds left. I can maybe kind of take my time with this, but no, he kicks my ass. So because that got very close towards the end, I mean, we've got to give him a rematch. So in the second fight against this guy, he's picked the Dragon Ball Super variation of Future Trunks, and almost straight away, in a moment, he will break my guard, but when he does it, he's going to have pretty much no stamina himself. And once again, because I only have 6 bars of stamina to begin with, I'm going to get a decently quick stamina reset, I suppose. But you saw right there, I was able to catch him and do a bit of a combo on him, so I do really here, like, I do protect myself. So I did get the stamina reset. I'm in a good place right now. I go for KAIOKEN to try and do some damage on him because, I mean, I might as well. I was thinking at this point not to break his guard at all because he's got very low stamina, and you just saw right there I did break it, so you know, maybe eating my own words here, but I do hit him with the full Saiyan Spirit, which does a lot of damage on him. I go for 2 RTAs, which now I have, well, almost full stamina because I am running KAIOKEN, so I will drain it automatically. I did try and go for a second stamina break after I vanished, but he was able to just move out the way of it. I go for the throw there. I tried flying down to try and catch him as soon as he would hit it, but no, he recovered. And I do catch him with the throw as he attempts another stamina break, and that was completely by accident, like that was just like perfect timing. I decided to drop out of KAIOKEN because I do believe if he breaks my guard, or if I break my own guard with it, he could hit me potentially with both the Final Flash and the Burning Strike, so that would be enough to really, you know, if he wouldn't beat me, it would be enough to do serious damage. But again, to finish him off, I dropped out of KAIOKEN, I broke his guard, and I hit him with the Brave Heat. So let's move into the final fight against this guy to see who's going to win the draw, and the final fight for this video. So for the final fight in this video, I do decide to pick the Raw Tournament stage because, you know, just something different, and fittingly enough, he actually picks Bardock. Now, he went for the throw there, and I do believe he's going to attempt quite a few throws in this fight, which, you know, debate if that sucks or not. But right there, I'm like, what, less than, well, when he used it was like 12 seconds in-ish, I don't know, and he hit me with 2 throws, or attempted to go for 2 throws. So to me that kind of tells me that he's kind of getting a bit desperate, but I do go for the justice combination as we exit the clash, thinking he's going to rush into me, but he didn't. He uses his evasive there, and I don't know if he used that out of desperation or to maybe try and send me flying back to get a stamina reset, because when he did use it, he had pretty much no stamina, no remaining stamina. But because of that, I'm going to punish him now and go for a second justice combination, and he actually will hit him this time. And already I have a very nice lead over him. He goes for the stamina break, I block it, and now I hit him with the stamina break, and he does actually connect, unlike last time in the previous fight. And now because I have no stamina, I just go for the basic light combo and finish it off with the basic rush volley. So I try and go for the KAIOKEN assault there, and that's why the camera looked a bit different, because it hit me as I activated, so there's that. And now he's going to hit me with a total of 2 Saiyan spirits, which that sucks for me, because the first time I couldn't do anything about it, and the second time I had to use my evasive. So even though I did get my stamina reset, I had to use 3 bars of it to protect myself. And because it's the forced shield, or whatever it's called, forced shield, I had to use key to, continue it. And I did try and go for the Saiyans. Well, I tried to go for the ×4 KAIOKEN Kamehameha right after it, but no, I just didn't have enough key to do it. So now it's very close, and thankfully I do finish him off by using the justice combination, even though he tried to protect himself with the evasive. So very fun final fight. And with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Mm-hmm.